This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Dukes will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Troy Trojans offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they...
There he goes! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Rushes on him. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man on the right. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch! And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver. Not
a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Dukes offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Sanchez. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. The give to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls it and fires to the left. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Troy, 7. James Madison, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Short gain on the play before he slides.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Plucks it out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
The Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Ellis. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's Crowder. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page. And you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Higgins. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lovett. Spins away from one. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Crowder. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw it. This time he's got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Gets it out quickly.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the marker. It's Ellis. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
It's caught. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. Absolutely perfect. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Handoff from the shotgun. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lovett. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going to run it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. For guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Looking for room, it's Meadows. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Kyle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Dukes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Going for 6. Touchdown, Dukes! They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score.
Celtic kick it away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Lovett. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. To the air, it's Crowder. Got his man in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Caught over the middle. It's Connor. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Fires deep on the run. Wide open, he makes the catch. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Going for it all. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy!
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, James Madison.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They march 78 yards down the field, and they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. They jump on top here in OT.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. Troy, 31. James Madison, 24.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Zings it complete to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
It's 3rd down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks, it's Sanchez. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Dukes have pushed it inside the 20. Gonna run it. It's Knight. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
And I tell you what, this is the big difference between the NFL and college football. So many guys, week in, week out, they just pull the ball down, or they take a design quarterback run like this and chew up so many yards so fast, so dynamic, so athletic at the quarterback spot in college football.
They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Dukes! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. They'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Sanchez. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back to pass. It's Crowder. Fires to the middle. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, Trojans! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back in his hands and let him go win it for him.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
They need this 2-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. Slams ahead. They cannot convert. A defensive stop will end it in a 2-point victory in overtime.
39, Troy, 37.